Okay. Live and at it. Hello, everyone. Welcome, everybody. I've got to post in Discord. I haven't gotten a notification for let's switch this account. Welcome, everybody. You know what time it is. It is it's the 10-year anniversary of the final installment for Hideo Kojima and Kojima Productions for Metal Gear Solid V: The Phantom Pain. I considered, streaming. I considered streaming Ground Zeroes, but I should have done that like the day before. That should have been a thing I had done. I was going to ask once people were here if they just rather me jump into the game, or do we want to watch some of the amazingly some of Kojima's best edited work in terms of his trailers, his patented trailers that he directs and edits himself. It's just, this is one of the largest hype trains of any game of my life that many people experience a litany of frustrations with, subverted expectations of what people would, a lot of the hype and a lot of the release statements coming from and within the trailers of saying, the saga is, this completes the saga, MGS goes full circle, meaning that this closes the gap, and it does, just not in the way that was anticipated. This, instead of it being like this grandiose, this is how Big Boss goes bad, this is how he descends into being a demon, into the man that we meet in the very first two Metal Gear games on the MSX2, how he reverts into this egotistical, warmongering, psychopath, essentially, by the time Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake comes around. But instead, we get a game that holds the mirror to the player, a game about mirror therapy and self-reflection and what it means to go through disappointment and letdowns and things that are taken from us, dealing with loss and grief. To leave a lingering phantom pain of how we have to fight it within ourselves to move on. That's a tall order and very bold. And people will argue till the sun comes up about the game being unfinished. That wasn't the full vision. I definitely think there was development hell. I definitely believe there were things that were left on the cutting room floor, as same as it ever was with every Metal Gear Solid game. There's been a ton left on the cutting room floor. But Kojima himself, Kenji Yano, who helped co-write the game, did the novelization of MGSV, they have all said this game, the story that we got, is what was intended. It is the finalized vision that came, and people have this thing that they can point to with the collector's edition included DVD with Kingdom of the Flies and all the cut, the unfinished, episode 51. But they have all since, and the game files that leaked years ago has since shown that Kingdom of the Flies was always meant to be DLC, wasn't part of the main story circle. But people can always point at that. It's an easy thing to point and look and say, hey, look at that. And then you have the Chapter 3 title card that was data mined, which, by the way, I think is nothing more than a metaphysical state of the game. Once players achieve the boss's will, which is total denuclearization of the world coming together as one. That shit was never achieved, and that's okay. Not organically. And mind you, the Chapter 3 translation and the Japanese version of the game, which that comes before everything else, the Japanese development of all Metal Gear games took precedent over everything else. It says symbiosis. That is a very different meaning than peace. It was like in Japanese, like to live together, symbiosis. It's that, peace in terms of like nuclear peace in English, that is a very different meaning than symbiosis. That's to live together, to come as one. And that's why I believe the Japanese literal translation is more of what that meant and keys into what I believe to be true. I'm happy to celebrate. I had to navigate a lot of feelings over these last 10 years, but I really have been stuck. I've reached my conclusion of how I feel about this game and why it's my third favorite Metal Gear game behind MGS 1 and 2. Why it's just outside my top 10, why this game means so much to me. Because it did, I went through exactly what this game wanted me to do. Was a lot of self-reflection, a lot of mirror therapy. I too was upset by the twist. I wasn't fully understanding. I didn't want it to be over. It was just like this thing. It was over before I knew it, and that's absolutely intentional. That there was something missing. But after just copious amounts of studying, researching, writing, and just discussing with other passionate fans of the series that absolutely are actually willing to have a discussion about the Phantom Pain and not just the same old tired online narratives that they heard from their favorite YouTuber, that has taken hold of the narrative of the Phantom Pain, and it's going to be a while before that's undone. Again, MGS2 did not see the turnaround it had until nearly 17 to 18 years after its release. Till that game was was an adult in the legal sense, before it really started to flip its script, when it started to show how poignant and how seminal the game was, and just how prophetic it became to be. I think the Phantom Pain has got another nearly 10 years before this online narrative that just coats the game from having any genuine nuanced discussion about it, and people just go, oh, unfinished, it's trash, horrible story. It's like, you don't know the story, you didn't listen to the tapes, you just want to, it's a target, you just want to have this thing to point at and be mad at it, rather than going through the emotional process. I did, and I think I reached that conclusion about 2018 is when I was very secure of how I felt about this game and why I think it's a masterpiece. And its story as well, not just its gameplay. I think it's one of the more unique stories he's ever told. It's a true espionage game. Unreliable narrator. You have to depict who's telling the truth, who's lying to you. A real sense of espionage. I forgot to post in Discord. It is live. Need to grab this link. Boom. And then let's get the Twitch link copied. Boom. Ah, shit. Okay. I didn't mean to do all of that. It copied the whole fucking thing. God damn it. Boom. That should do it. Yes. Alright, I'm just making sure my chat bot's working. I don't think anybody's here. I'm not worried about that. No, nobody's here. And that, I don't think anybody's on Twitch yet. It is in the middle of the day. It's Labor Day. I'm hoping to catch. Okay, no. I've got nobody. I've been talking into the void, but that's for VODs later. So, where we are at right now. Where are we at today? Oh. Where does that leave us? Adam Online, what's up, dude? How you doing, man? So, I just, void no longer. I was ranting just about this game in a good way, just explaining my position on it. Definitely not going to repeat all that. It was I've been streaming for nearly 10 minutes, so that was like a 7-minute spiel. That's a whole lot. But we are starting. I am starting a base new save on PS5. I disabled the update. Hopefully it lets me play, so I'm not going to have any of the challenge tasks that make grinding in this game easier. I'm just going to be playing the release build of this game. Happy, I'm afraid it's been 9-10 years. How are you doing today, man? Are you celebrating? I'm surprised you're not. Maybe you were already streaming it. I haven't been on Twitch or YouTube today, so if you did stream, which I imagine you did, because this is one of your favorite games, I imagine you played some MGSV, maybe with some realism, maybe some mods on it, or release build. I don't know. What's up, Kurtz, a lazy pecker? I was curious if we watch any trailers or we just go into it. I forgot about it, but I'll likely jump it sometime this week sometime. But I know why you forgot about it. Delta, which I haven't bought yet. I'm going to wait till it's on sale because I don't want to pay $70 for that. Because I'm not really in a hurry to play. I just played through MGS3 and I'm just gonna wait for a sale. Eager to hear my opinion on Delta. I will get to it. I've been getting my fill watching a streamer friend of mine. He thought it was great. Yeah, I mean, I have no reason. I don't see how it can be this standout bad thing. I don't see how that's possible. It is a 1-to-1 remake with very, very minor changes. I know that they censored shit out of the game when Sigint is talking about the nightmare. He says crap instead of shit. Weird change, but that's but you're getting 1-to-1 cutscenes. They kept all the Easter eggs and secrets, all the little quirks, all the little things that you can do that are extra are all present in this. Like the Jehudi in the background of Graydon's office is still there with a Ray, which is really cool to see those Jehudi model in in like 4K, and Ray. They a redone Guy Savage by Platinum Games, very cool. Keeping Snake versus Monkey. So it's Metal Gear Solid 3. It can only be so irritable because you are remaking a masterpiece. But I've just heard the controls can sometimes feel a little bit weird, just because of it is using AI based on from PS2, mixed with gameplay that has a little bit of this mixture of both. It's got like the speed. This is what I'd say. It has the crouch walking and mechanics. And just a lot of the Phantom Pain, Ground Zeroes and the Phantom Pain is present in the gameplay of Delta. But with the speed and movement speed of MGS4, does that make sense? Because MGS4 is very slow paced, in my opinion. Yeah, I've noticed that. Yeah, Snake is slower, like MGS4 slower in terms of movement. Because old Snake, Solid Snake he's having a little bit of trouble getting around due to a little bit of that old accelerated aging. So it's cool to see these characters and the story in 4K, everything maintained. It's safe. It's hard to say because there's a lot of 1-to-1 remakes I love. Shadow of the Colossus is a 1-to-1 remake. Dead Space is a 1-to-1 remake, which they did change only a few, like, quality of life upgrades that are in Dead Space. They made the entire Hiroshima, I can't remember the name of the ship in Dead Space, but it's all one big level. There's no loading screens, but it is the core experience. There's no reimagining going on, and that's okay. I guess I'm just not in a rush to get it. Now, if this would have been MGS2 or MGS1, which I don't think MGS1, I don't. It's crazy to think that MGS1 might receive a second remake. But if it was MGS1 or 2, those are my two favorite games ever made, top two. yeah, I would have bought it day one. MGS3, still a 10 out of 10 video game for me, but it's nowhere near my favorite Metal Gear game. It's my fourth favorite behind 1, 2, and then V. Both Ground Zeroes, Phantom Pain. I consider them the same core experience. So, but yeah, they played it very safe. They're scared. Shepard, do you think MGS remake treatment the most? I have to, I have questions about it because it's a game so made of its time. Obviously we're at the right before the birth of the digital age. I would be curious to see how MGS2 works in a remake like that. But I think they're going to do it. If Delta does well and sells well, then I do think we're going to be seeing further remakes. And it's just, MGS2 never had until that. MGS2 never had until the Subsistence PC mod that came out a couple years ago. There was never a 3D camera. MGS3 eventually, with MGS3 Subsistence, was implemented what would play like with a full 3D camera. So a remake was definitely possible because of that. MGS2 was not designed around a 3D camera and never got ported that way. MGS1 is the same way. And then we've already learned what it means to... MGS1 is very trivialized by its MGS2 mechanics. A game that was not designed around first-person shooting or trank darts. Those things were not, and that's why Twin Snakes is like piss easy. Yeah, the Subsistence mod for MGS2, that 3D mod, that 3D camera mod is really cool, and I want to try it. It's just, I think some things might need to be changed in terms of it having now a full 3D camera. MGS4, I just think it looks really well still. I think it just needs a really, really good port, but I don't trust that to happen. Imagine if that game just had steady, like 4K, upscaled resolution, clean up textures, and a steady 60 frames. I think it's very palatable to today's gameplay standards because it has the third-person shooting over the shoulder mechanics. I think it plays very well in today's hands. If it was just like a pent ultimate port, I think it holds up very well in terms of its gameplay, but that remains to be seen. It's difficult. It's difficult to know, and I'm also of the opinion that I don't think any remakes are necessary for any series. I just like we appreciate paintings that were made hundreds of years ago, I think it's important for people to appreciate and understand the art as it was made, at the time it was made, what it means to transport yourself during that time to a piece of art. It's just difficult. It's tough to weigh, but I do like remakes that are made. I love Resident Evil 2 remake. I love Resident Evil 4 remake. I love the remake of Resident Evil 1. It's, Resident Evil 4 might still, in my opinion, be the most unnecessary remake ever made, but god damn did it earn its place. And Resident Evil 4 remake was very good. It did the unexpected. I couldn't believe how good it was. I had all the faith for it to be good. I just didn't know, does it earn its place? And then I played through it and I said, oh, it sure did. Portable ops makes sense because, but I know it's just difficult because the popularity of that game. Is it popular enough? It's just a game that definitely needs revamped in terms of controls. It has a lot. The idea and concept was huge. We don't have Peace Walker without it. Peace Walker got updated controls and plays really well. And it is the proto, to obviously Ground Zeroes and the Phantom Pain. So I don't think so. Peace Walker thinks it stays as it should, because I think it's important for people to see if it gets ported into the next version, the next implementation of the Master Collection. Look how cool this game plays, and it's a portable. It was made on a fucking PSP. I think the HD collection version of it is wonderful. But Portable Ops has a lot of shit holding it back. It has a story that people, I think, could really love. And to give it updated visuals and controls, I think Portable Ops can turn into a classic. But it's just the reason why remakes I know are going to happen, because these devs, Noriaki Okamura, Yuji Kurokado, these Metal Gear veterans who are still part of the Metal Gear team and didn't go with Kojima to his new studio. It's like 10 years old now, which is crazy. It is difficult to. They know just how just intrinsically linked these games are to Hideo Kojima's DNA and vision. It's really scary to make a new Metal Gear without him. That's an original story. What do you go with it? Do you stay within the Snake's timeline? Do you write about new characters that take place within the Metal Gear universe? So that's why I think they're going to continue to do. Delta is more than just one game. They said on their mission statement when Delta first was released, well, not released, but was revealed to the world, that Delta is it's keeping the core experience with minimal changes, and it kind of made it sound like it's like this overall project that it sounds like Delta is going to encapsulate more Metal Gear games. I think they're going to go safe, because I don't think they're going to make Metal Gear 1 and Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake. That would mean you have to make entirely new video games, and that's going to be scary for them. Konami they're in troubled waters when it comes to the Metal Gear series. They've proven that they can trust other developers to make a good Silent Hill game, with Silent Hill 2 Remake. Looks like Silent Hill F is shaping up to be pretty solid. What's up, Mr. Moore? Anyway, I'm going to get sorry for talking so much. I love chatting with you guys. It's good to see you, Shepard. Good to see you, Mr. Moore. Good to see you, Kurtz, Adam. So we are playing base build, no update, release build of the Phantom Pain. I was thinking about starting and watching some trailers to get his hype, but that time has passed. It's been 22 minutes, so let's jump into it. I just like to keep it setting right there. I bet it won't let me. I think it... Okay, yeah, I don't... I'm good. Good to see you, man. Here we go. I'm gonna yeet out of here for the cutscenes. Let me know if I need to turn the volume up. This stream's gonna get copyright to hell. Who cares?
Mayday! Mayday! Controls unresponsive. Tower, do you read? Shit. Comms are down.
It is no nation we inhabit, but a language. Make no mistake, our native tongue is our true fatherland. Emil Cioran, as Romanian philosopher. Oh, Adam, I'll get to it, but I fucking love Death Stranding 2. For different reasons than Death Stranding 1. Very different video game, in my opinion. I love them both. Each, which is just kind of par for the course for Kojima. All his games having like a similar flavor, but they each have their very own unique DNA and tone and feel, despite having such similarities. Every Metal Gear game is very similar, but also very different. DS2 is phenomenal. 10 out of 10. I've had really no to talk about it with, because you know me, I'm not on Twitter anymore. I'm kind of off the grid, except for just on Discord and just in my own life. I just don't care to talk online with people about on places like Twitter about video games anymore. And fuck Discord. I can hardly meet a space that isn't just full of contrarians with people just trying to think it says a lot more about the individual than it does the game. I think a lot of people are very miserable. Obviously, the state of the world isn't great, so... And my enjoyment of video games has been tenfold better since getting off something like Twitter. I don't even have it on my phone. I haven't tweeted in months. I think I've tweeted like a collective, like an actual tweet from myself, like 4 times in the last 2 years. Like, just like me, not a retweet. But since just being to my own and playing games for myself, it's okay. Like I've just since learned, because what Twitter and what the online sphere and like the digital age has done to people is everyone feels like their opinion has to be said out loud. They feel like everyone feels like they have to put their opinion in somewhere without maybe even thinking to have one, without even thinking of their own and formulating like a full thought about opinion about things. People are just, it's about getting it out there as quickly to be like volatile or just instigating, antagonistic. I've realized that I don't have to go online and talk about these things. Like ultimately it's how I feel about something. I do like discussing with people who have nuance and have thought about those things. I love to hear from those kind of people, but I've learned that in getting through to those people, you have to go through the way of shit of everyone else that just repeats the same thing, half-baked opinions. If I read the word fucking trash and mid one more time in a video game discussion, it's why I've gotten off of there. It's devoid of thought. It's a cop-out answer. It's such bullshit. I fucking hate it. I want to drive my eyes through a fucking water bottle cap. That would be rough, but it drives me crazy. Oh my lord. Let's get back to it. I mean, we're just gonna focus on the game. I hate you, Kurtz. I'll tell you one thing, your ass is not mid nor trash. I like looking at it. I like looking at those. See, everybody's vision comes back once a titties get in your face. Waking up from a 9-year coma? Don't worry. Those titties will, the titties will clear the blurred vision. The amount of theories about the fan. There's no fan right above Snake. the never be game over theorists about the fan. That the helicopter blades on P-Quad are just the fan, that you've been in the hospital the whole time. You never woke up. You never got out of the hospital. All of the phantom pain is an illusion. You know, because we see that there's no fan directly above Venom, which I think is an oversight. V has come to.
V has come to.
V has come to.
Like, if you look, like, people are like, oh, because if you look over and to the right, like, where this fan is positioned, you got people that still theorize so heavily about like the real events of this game broke the fan base, and I do like that about it, honestly. I've come to love that. If you look off and to the right, you don't see that there's no fan right there in the room. That the only fan that you see that's even near is like in between you and Ishmael, you know, Big Boss. That we're not actually looking at Venom here. We're looking at Big Boss, and I think it's more just an oversight, and it's just the rule of cool that this is just the fan blade being here is very cinematic, looks very cool in the original start menu. All right, let's go to game settings. We're gonna turn off that. We're gonna turn off reflex mode. Camera settings. We're gonna turn off that camera shake. Display settings. We're gonna turn off. Only while aiming. Action display icon. Turn that off. We're gonna turn off marker display. Reticle. I'll keep the reticle on, but in terms of enemy presence display, toggle display of the enemy. I'm gonna turn that off. We're gonna make it hardcore. We're going hardcore with it. You guys ready? I'm sorry for all the complaining. Thank you everybody for being here. I do miss being on YouTube. Is there been just curious, Adam, if you've been on Twitter enough, the thing I miss is like seeing things like Bad Humans and other people who are like data analysis people who are like Kojima historians, Metal Gear historians that just find these new things in our favorite series that has surfaced after 20 years after the game's come out. That's like a new feature or a new little Easter egg we haven't seen, or has there just been anything crazy big revelations? And that's the one thing I miss, is I don't get to see those great little findings and nuggets and pieces of history that was like that just haven't come to the surface yet about these amazing games. How just great, like very intricate Metal Gear information and lore, or things about how certain things was made, or an interview that was translated, just learning new tidbits. Those are the things I'm not clued in anymore. I don't see it, so... And I'm always looking to learn more about my favorite games, and that's a tough place, because those guys are often translating like Japanese articles, and I can't, because I can't read Japanese. So, I don't know. These days, stuff like that keeps me there. Yeah, Skullface, the Skullface facts page. I follow them on Instagram, so I still get those amazing great MGS photography from Skullface facts, because they're also on Instagram. I don't know, but Death Stranding 2 was just... It reminds me of MGS1 and MGS2, or something like Alien and Aliens. You know, the first game feels more avant-garde, more of this very intentional artistic direction of what the player's supposed to go through and feel, while offering a lot of gameplay freedom, but nothing to the degree that On the Beach offers. On the Beach is more akin to the Phantom Pain of, like, it's complete player expression. You can go about everything in your way. You can go balls to the wall, stealthy, crazy creative takedowns of outposts and BTs. It's where I felt like DS1 shows you the puzzle that needs to be solved, and then it's kind of up to you how that puzzle is, where On the Beach is like, there is no puzzle, everything is your puzzle. Like, there's no specific thing. This is how you do it is on you. We'll just give you the pieces, but you can make your own puzzle. And I love that shit. I love that. It's a better video game. It's quality of life enhancements, how they cleaned up the UI in terms of recycling equipment, getting through the item management is just so much cleaner, so much more efficient. The controls feel better. Visuals are stunning. Music is... the original Ludwig Forssell score is amazing. I love Woodkid. I love what he wrote for the game. Game's the songs he already written in the past and implemented them into Death Stranding 2. Overall, I do miss Ryan. Low Roar had a different atmosphere and feel of Death Stranding 1. It was much more melancholy and isolated and cold and much more emotionally resonating. That's not to say Death Stranding 2 isn't extremely emotional, but it doesn't have that. I think the themes of isolation are a lot different as opposed to Death Stranding 1. You feel more connected. Death Stranding 2, you are already familiarized. You've been through that system. You know what that world is. The game expects you to have gone through that. You know, you just feel like there's such more of a collective unit in Death Stranding 2. You're on a team. You're in the Magellan. You're in the DHV Magellan together. Sam feels like he has more people on his side this time around. Doesn't feel as alone. Whatever, TJ. But I thought the story was more oppressive. I thought it was a little bit more harsh, not as hope-inspiring. Walmart sucks. My wife just got home. I love you, TJ. I thought it was just more of an oppressive, harsh story. And I asked the question, should we have connected? And ultimately, if you've played through the game, yes, we should have. It's important. It shows the effects of what isolation can do to people on a collective scale. I do love them each for their own reasons, but in terms of just strictly playing a video game, Death Stranding 2 it's leagues above. And again, I know the game gives you equipment quicker. It expects you to hit the ground running. Sam has traversed all of America first, so you get these tools quicker. It gets the ground running faster. And people complain about vehicle usage. You don't have to use vehicles. You can choose to walk and be more engaged with the world. The game is better when you don't decide to drive. If it's a main mission, I'm walking. If it's like crucial to the story, to the world, I'm walking. I'm getting involved with that world. I'm bringing the right tools and equipment. If I'm doing some quick side orders and just some quick clearing out a base or just trying to do some quick leveling up on to get to 5-star, yes, I use the monorails. I use the vehicles. I use the tools, all the tools the games give me to do side content. But when it comes to the core experience, I'm strapping up my backpack, putting on those boots, and using my own 2 feet. Or I organically, if someone's like something that I didn't bring, or even a vehicle really helps me in that moment on main story, and it's just like this moment, I like to engage with the game system and themes at times. So it is classic Kojima, evolving the formula, just making it better. Let's start that game. I can't say too much because there's people here that haven't played Death Stranding 2, so it's just a better video game. And I need more time with it. I need to beat it again. I need to. The more I've thought about and sat with it, I've loved it. I've loved it more the more I think about it.
Are you having difficulty?
I just definitely cried more while playing Death Stranding 1. It was much more emotional. I cried also in Death Stranding 2. There were some really emotionally impactful parts, but I felt more emotionally resonating with the first game and its themes, and especially its ending. But I was still very connected to Death Stranding 2 as well. It's just different. The first game just tugged at the heartstrings more.
Speaking, can you move your head? Just nod if you can hear me.
We'll get subtitles in for you guys.
Look up, please. Please follow my instructions.
What's up with my access? Yeah, why'd that get changed? To fuck with me?
Very good.
I didn't look up! That's bullshit.
How do you feel now?
Liar.
Can you speak? What is your name? When were you born? Can you recall?
I haven't gotten 100% too, but I 5-starred most of the porters. My playthrough before I saw the credits was 130 hours. I 5-starred most things, all of Mexico and most of Australia. There's some obviously more, like the Adventurer and some other guys who are a lot harder to 5-star. But I milked that game. I did not rush one bit. And I love that I was not on social media for any of it. That I was just me. And see what anyone else had to say about it. I don't need to. Obviously, the reception is way different. It's not just it's critically reviewed well, but the user ratings, like it is a Death Stranding 2 is like overall beloved. We'll say today's our birthday because it's the 10th birthday of the Phantom Pain.
Good. Now then,
How's the volume?
please try to relax. There is plenty of time. I need to tell you something.
Do
Please
it.
listen and try not to panic. You've been in a coma for quite some time. Yes, I know you would like to know how long. I'm afraid it's been
10 years.
Damn it!
Trust me, I'm about to have heart palpitations myself.
Nosocoma, nurse! Calm down. Calm down. Try not to panic. Wait a second. Try not to panic. You'll be all right. There now. Just rest.
How do you feel?
Yeah, but I just need to marinate on it more because I beat Death Stranding multiple times, and while I loved it the first time, I played through it again to really let it sink in, see how I
It's been
feel.
1 week since you came to. Now,
That's how
let's
it's been with
try
every Kojima
getting you
game.
out of that bed.
I didn't come to fully love and adore this game until a second playthrough.
Don't worry. You've lost some strength, but we've been
I loved it the
maintaining
first
your
time, but,
muscle
like,
mass through massages,
really loved
CPM
it.
therapy, and EMS. Now, I need to explain something to you, but you mustn't be alarmed. 9 years ago, you were injured in an explosion. Upon examination, we discovered 108 foreign bodies embedded within you. In addition to shrapnel, we also found fragments of human bone and human teeth. Most of it was removed, but some of the fragments still remain. They are located near your heart and in your skull. Look at this. The fragments are lodged
That
deep
doesn't-
within your cerebral cortex.
I don't know, that doesn't look too bad.
We couldn't give you an MRI, the metal, you see. But even if we were to extract it, you would most likely suffer a brain hemorrhage.
Why was this not the cover of the Phantom Pain and only on Steelbook?
Mental and physical impairment
Please tell me.
are unavoidable.
Why was
However,
that not the
your
cover
current
art?
status is not life-threatening. One more thing.
Walk it off.
This X-ray is of your upper body.
No,
You better look now.
that's the
Best to
hand I
understand your
use.
Situation sooner than later.
This is pretty serious.
I know it's difficult, but please look down. It's best to see with your own eyes.
Yeah, and that pertains to MGS4,
Be brave.
Death Stranding 1, Death Stranding 2, Pains of Pain, Ground Zeroes.
No, Sakoma! Grigor! Try to calm down! Calm down! Please! Calm down! It's gonna be okay! Yes, yes. Calm down.
Peace Walker is more sick. At least Peace Walker we got. I know it's not the drawing, but those are the character models. That art, that is a key art created by, Shinkawa with the Peace Walker, big boss render. With that sick background on the PSP cover. At least PSP is better than that. I definitely like Death Stranding 2's artwork a lot more cover than Death Stranding 1's, because Death Stranding 2 reminds me of the MGS2 GACT alternate cover.
You should be dead, but you're not. The wheels are in motion. Your enemies are everywhere. We must alter your appearance immediately. Otherwise, I fear you won't leave this place alive. It's a wide open world up there, so there's something we need to take care of first. I'm going to change your appearance. We have no other choice. What you look like, however.
My original save, from 10 years ago, I actually put in a lot of effort to look like me. But we're just going to go with the simple look. I'm going to change those eye colors. And make myself look like Snake. We'll get him I do love that they incorporated this because they're all the same scars that Venom does have. Should also be on our face. Don't worry, I spent 9 years mewing.
Very good.
That's
Now,
why that
let's
jaw
remove
looks like
these
that.
bandages. Your face has healed nicely. To tell you the truth, these bandages were more for your protection. To hide you from those who want you dead. As of today, your name is Ahab.
Hey, who's that?
Forget
Oh.
everything. Your name, your past.
God, that'd be such a bad way to go.
This is you, as you've lived until this day. Tomorrow, it becomes your phantom.
patient in the next bed saw my face. Of course. Consider it done.
I do love her design here. I do love the idea of like thinking that, you know, Ishmael was never like there with us, but like this is all like a projection of like yourself, Venom, like doing those actions, but kind of like an out-of-body experience. Obviously, much of this game is left to the interpreter, so.
Okay, have time to go.
What happened to the woman?
The woman? We gave her a light. She took the short way down.
Who are you?
Who am I?
Oh, my settings aren't the same here.
You're talking to yourself.
Boom. Stick that screenshot.
Been watching over you for 9 years. You can call me Ishmael.
What the hell is going on?
Well, the good news is, you're in the land of the living. Bad news? Whole world wants you dead. On your feet, soldier. The whole place is coming down. Need a little pick-me-up? Okay. Here. Nothing like a little digoxin to get you back in the game. Come on!
See, this is like the argument when I was talking about the fans earlier. The only fan, like the way that camera was positioned, like didn't make sense because like if the camera was to be looking at Venom from that angle in the start menu, that shit would cover that up. The fan makes it look like it was like right there, like the way that camera, like that the start menu's positioned, it would be about right there. The only other fan from where it shows is one that could actually look down at the level at the angle that it was looking down at Snake would be this fan, which would have been looking down actually at Big Boss. But it's neither here nor there. I'm just here to play the game and celebrate. You could argue that it was just the rule of cool for the camera to look like that for the start menu for the sake of cinema, something looking cool on a shot, an oversight, or an intentionally changed detail to further play into you can't quite trust what you see in this game, what you see in here, because Snake himself, Venom Snake, is an unreliable narrator. Okay. Anywho, TJ, you there, buddy? On the YouTube side. I've always thought it was impressive, like the back muscles flexing, retracting, and tightening and retracting as Snake moves. Your party audio. PNG. Okay. If it was my settings on my normal profile, we wouldn't be seeing that. But I'm on a different username on the PS5.
This isn't gonna work. We better take the elevator.
I've always found it to be a unique experience here, like it's almost like the evolution of man. Go from crawling to crouching to walking, like the evolution of man itself, and kind of like watching like the evolution of becoming Big Boss. You're following in his footsteps.
Something's coming.
Who are you? I love how everybody's doing a gold camo Foxhound run right now. Foxhound rank run on Delta. Because it's like the ultimate challenge, more than Tuxedo ever was. Because it was the Tuxedo in MGS3 that gave you a permanent 0% camo index. And doing a Foxhound rank run on that was difficult because you couldn't do CQC in it as well. If I remember correctly. You can't do this. I'm pretty sure you can't do CQC in the Tuxedo in the MGS3. That's what made it a tough Foxhound rank run. But now Delta exists. The gold camo, that's a new feature, gives you a permanent negative 100% camo index. So guards can just see you everywhere. That would be fun.
This way, hurry. Drugs kicked in? Good, let's hurry.
Basement inspection.
Hold up, let's fix this. Next time, do it yourself. It's always good to try and mend your injuries while hiding from the enemy. Over there.
Oh yeah.
Let's go.
Still doesn't feel real. It's been 10 years. Still feel like it came out a couple years ago.
This way, hurry. Keep low and quiet.
Trying to see that dong, Snake.
Help me, please.
Ow. Such a great shot here. The head turning, blood draining like from the gunshot wound. Crazy. I love that. It's so creepy. So creepy. Creepy. What was his last thought? Chat, say it. And not necessarily what he was thinking before he died, but what was the last thing he saw?
Let's move.
That's some fast crawling there, Snake.
Help me. I don't want to die.
See, I would just hope for a gunshot to the head. Like, being shot in the back multiple times would just be awful. I feel like it's more humane to just put a bullet through the brain. You know, it's instant. You're definitely feeling that death. As your, you know, spinal cord's just getting ripped apart by bullets.
Get caught in those searchlights. Here they come, hurry.
And that's a ban. See ya.
Move! Go!
Yeah, that sucks, bud. Hey, quit bumping me, Snake.
It's ugly down there. Turn back.
Yeah, it's getting bad.
Πάμε γρήγορα. Come on.
Σας παρακαλώ. Think we'll be okay. Τι συμβαίνει? Δεν βλέπω
Μην μιλάει κανένας, θα μας σκοτώσουνε.
Imagine making the guy who's got one hand shut the
What's
door.
happening out there?
It's all right. We'll be okay.
You're like helping people in, but then you like make him shut the door.
Do you hear that? What's going on out there?
Hey!
Oh, πρόσεχε.
Hey!
Hey!
I can't see what's happening.
What is that? What's happening out there? Does anybody know?
Hey!
We should be okay. You hear them coming?
Lack of ass lets you know it's not him. Let's do it. I like how you can go in multiple, but I just like to go to the one with Big Boss because actually the cutscenes vary. Like there's slight alterations of this cutscene coming up depending on where you hide. I just go ahead and go in here. Ruthless. Preheating the oven to make a frozen. Ooh, what's on the frozen pizza? How you liking this intro, Kurtz? The game opens up. This game's despite having cutscene heavy here at the start, this game is the quickest you can kind of beat this game when you know exactly what you're doing. It's like 40 hours. 40, 45 hours. Under 40 if you really know what you're doing. Most people's first playthrough of this game is anywhere from 60 to 100 hours. Mine was over 100 just because I just wanted to keep playing it. I was sulking it in. This game is mostly gameplay, where I know traditionally Kojima is very cutscene heavy in his video games, but still with great gameplay. It's just not as much as this game and Death Stranding. The game eventually just like completely hands the keys to the player, and for a lot of people that was a problem actually, because it was so different. His games in the past average anywhere from like 10 to 15 hours, and then all of a sudden he's making a game that's an open world, you know, very large open world, mainly gameplay. There's the story presentation's a lot different. It's his first time changing like the format.
In here. Keep looking.
There's still plenty of cutscenes in this game, but just compared to gameplay, it's dwarfed. People were mainly used to 10 to 15 hour games that had hours of cutscenes in it.
This way.
There was still more gameplay than there was cutscenes, though, except for pretty much MGS4 is the only one that really toes the line if it's more cutscene than gameplay. Like, a lot more.
We're sitting ducks. Blend in with the bodies. Get down on your stomach and crawl.
It really opens up, though. But it's an amazing intro.
If you move, we're done for. Play dead.
How's the volume? Just cheese. Gonna throw some seasonings and crushed red pepper on top. Ooh, I love crushed red pepper. We're fucking pinned. Cornered. I love how it's not PUC, it's an IV bag. Just a little joke.
Grenade! Take this!
We got hit.
Damn it! Coming! Move!
trouble. I love that's what does it. Just some water.
Hold on. We better stop and treat that injury.
I don't have a gun.
We'll have to take the stairs down.
Just a normal Monday afternoon. I'm trying. I'm here. Get him, son. I'm tall. Look how wet I am. Things are, the wetter the better.
Hold down the aim button to aim. Then press the attack button to fire. Destroy it.
Destroy it.
Hold up. I'll take the right. You take the left.
It's funny because he never shoots.
Pretty good. Nice work. Let's go.
Damn right I'm good. We're almost done with this part. I'll try not to. This game's full of it.
I'll run interference.
There's actually multiple pathways you can go through here, but this is the quickest. The path of least resistance right over here. Here we go. God, I love this game. I love any excuse I can get to play it, as I told Emily earlier this week. I was like, oh my god, the 10-year anniversary is coming. It gives me an excuse to play it. That ain't good. Okay.
Move in! Go, go, go!
I do love that that detail of like Psycho Mantis as a child shows up in front of the target they're trying to kill. You know, the man on fire, and because he sees a kid, you know, he lets that finger off the trigger. You see him like slowly take his index finger off the trigger, and he looks behind him to see if his, people in his platoon, people in his squad, squad mates are still finger on the trigger or shooting this thing. I think that's just a cool detail. We gotta get the fuck out of here. I think that was like the 10th explosion. I'm excited to hear one of my favorite pieces of music in the soundtrack coming here after the chase sequence with the man on fire, aka Volgan. God.
Get in!
Oh man, kind of leaves you speechless. And I've heard people say that this timeline like doesn't make sense because, you know, when they show like what time Big Boss and Ocelot meet with each other, I've not been Snake's having a bad time here. I'm explaining something in the lore that you're not going to catch because this is insane spoilers of us games that have 10 game series here, so you're not going to understand anything I'm saying. But the timeline which Ocelot and Big Boss at the very end of this game are meeting with each other, it's like, oh, it's like 2 hours later. It makes sense. Like, why is he already gone? Like, this happened, it says at like 3:07 a.m. And what happens is obviously Ocelot comes and gets Big Boss out of the situation, and then he comes immediately back to Venom to help him out. And then after he's done helping Venom, then he goes back and sees Big Boss. Like, I don't know. It's very easy to figure out, but I've heard that argument being made a ton of times of timelines don't match, which they do. They make perfect sense. Do you think his time's going to get any better if you think that's the end of it? No. Yeah.
Get on! I'm on your side! Hurry! Hurry!
I love you, Ocelot. Right in the gameplay. Such a sick transition.
Use this! Watch our backs! Shoot him! Now! He's coming! Watch for an opening!
Got your ass. Damn it.
Now! Careful, that gun's slow to reload! Shoot it! Now! Watch for an opening!
Damn it.
You lost your mind! Now! Did you get him?
Did I?
We shook him off.
Did we? Motherfucker.
Time your reloads carefully. I see it. Harbor! We're almost there.
Oh, we did it. All is well. Except I wonder what task I got. The music coming up here is so good. Just gonna let the cutscene play out. It's one of my favorites in the game.
Come on.
My name's Ocelot. Big boss. You know who I am. A certain man gave me a job to do. Two, actually. First was to get you out of that hospital.
Sounds good, Kurtz.
The second was to rescue the man himself. You remember? Your partner 9 years ago, Kazuhira Miller. 9 years back, your private army came under attack by Cypher. You were considered dead. Until today, that is, when Cypher found you. And it's not just them. The whole world wants you dead. You'll have to join up with Miller. Build that private army of yours one more time. It's your only chance. First, we need to save Miller. He's in Afghanistan.
Afghanistan.
What, you can't keep up with world affairs in a coma? 4 years ago, the Soviets invaded Afghanistan. The Muslims are fighting back with Western support. Miller was training Mujahideen rebels when he was captured by the Soviets. The Reds' 40th Army. Troop strength somewhere around 100,000. The squad holding Miller set off near the Pakistan border yesterday. Now, in 3 days, they'll reach the Soviet garrison. He'll be interrogated for a few more days, and it's off to a lager. Or left to rot in a ditch on Afghan soil. I give him 2 weeks. The job didn't mean anything to Miller. He only took it on to keep you safe. Well, there's our ride. It's a whaling ship. Had a pretty good deal on her once the IWC started raising a stink. Now 7 days to Port Qasim, another 3 overland. So we won't have much time once we're there. Don't take too long getting used to your new self. Hang on. Ha!
I love this montage here. But I think what you can tell the most here, Kurtz, whether you understand it or not at all, there's so much effort put into this. Like, so much care and attention. I love this cutscene coming up here too. This is a great one. It's coming in. It's just so damn cinematic. Here's where the game completely opens up after this cutscene. This is one of my favorite in the entire series, not just this game, this cutscene. Absolutely, Kurtz. Absolutely.
Is under total Soviet control. Miller's been captive for 10 days. Not much time left.
Weather will clear shortly.
Storm's passing. Getting used to it? After 9 years on ice, solo infiltration of the Soviet main ground forces. Should be the perfect one. Kazuhira Miller is being held in Dawandehar to the north. Check its location now. Take out your iDroid. You see Wandy on the map? That's where they're keeping Miller. Only problem is, we don't know his exact location. Finding it is your first priority.
We're gonna go here, though.
Go ahead and close the iDroid. Got your binoculars? Or should I
Say you're in scope.
See the village? Straight ahead? Alright, that's the village. If you see something through the binoculars and you need more information, just give me a call. I'll tell you anything I can about it. That's Violo Village. The Violo Calais. The villagers fled the war and evacuated a while back. Since then, it's become a base for
We're gonna play this
Soviets'
very
40th
slow.
Army. A few days ago, Miller was
I don't
taken
care to get
through
this
there,
done fast. I
en
wanna
route
make this
towards
cinematic.
Dawandehar. You may be able to pick up the trail there. It's worth a shot. Put a marker on it so you don't lose track of where it is.
Marker
Good.
placed.
Now you won't have to worry about getting lost along the way. He can't have much left in him. I give him 3 days, tops. If we fail, and he dies, we lose our chance of revenge. But we need more intel. If you just go charging into Dawandehar, you'll be putting both your lives at risk. See what you can find out first. The Soviets have other outposts, not just the one you saw. Afghanistan is a big place. I expect you'll become quite familiar with those binoculars as you plan your next move. How and where you make it, well, that's up to you.
I love it.
From here on out, you're on your own. You're a legend in the eyes of those who live on the battlefield. That's why you have to handle this mission yourself. Put those 9 years behind you, and return as Big Boss. That's how Koss would want it.
God, the music.
I'll be sending additional intel by
So
radio.
good.
Stay sharp. Not one of Miller's bodyguards survived. And they were good. All we found on the scene were their corpses and knees. You'll be missing them. And you're his only hope of getting them back. Now go! Let the legend come back to life.
I want to get this task over here. There's a diamond here. Pretty sure. It's actually up. Where the hell is that diamond? I have the action icon down. Let me take that. I'm trying to get this diamond. I don't mind that one being on. Where is that diamond? This music is so good, though. It's not very loud, unfortunately.
Even the sheerest cliffs are climbable if there are cracks you can use as handholds. You might even find some unexpected routes that way. Keep an eye out
There
for
it is.
cracks on your travels. Hold it. There's a Soviet guard post. There are bound to be guards. Take a look with your binoculars. Put the enemy in the center of your
I
field
know.
of view.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Who's in here?
That's a rough diamond. Good find. It'll fetch a high price.
Resident Evil 4 fucking
Those
reference.
materials are already processed. They should come in handy sooner or later. Why not start gathering them?
Oh, I'm gonna gather. Don't you worry. TJ said hi to you on the YouTube side, Kurtz. Unless you've got that pulled up as well. But yeah, that was the art.
Type of medicinal plant. Bring it back to base.
I grabbed a if you rewind it like 30 seconds. He says, "Oh, a rough diamond. It will fetch a high price."
marking. Focus on a thread and it'll be marked automatically. You can mark enemies and vehicles by zooming in with your binoculars or camera. Once they're marked, you'll also see their positions on the map. Security at that guard post is relatively light. Looks like the perfect place for a warm-up.
You got it.
Try to remember the ways you used to deal with enemies. Anytime you need advice, just give me a call. A Soviet soldier. A lot of them came from Central Asia before, but lately they've been using more and more Russians. Simple, really. There's less hesitation to pull the trigger if they're not fighting their own race. Morbid cynicism, but it gets results. That's humanity for you. A Soviet soldier of the 40th Army. No DRA forces around. The Soviets must want to keep that area under direct control. A Soviet soldier of the 40th Army.
Let's get moving.
Sight, sound, keep all your enemy senses in mind. When you're near an enemy, stay low and move slowly.
Yeah, baby. We're gonna make it look sexy.
Don't leave bodies out in the open. Find some place to drop them out of sight. A portable toilet. If you're gonna hide inside, watch the enemy doesn't decide to use it. Same goes for hiding downed enemies in it.
Oh, don't worry. So that was the RE4 reference, TJ. Pretty cool, right? Take this, bitch.
Guard post captured.
Let's get some stuff. The old-fashioned way. Back to the original grind, release build. I didn't update the game, doesn't have any of the challenge tasks that make this game a lot easier for grinding. Like, I get it. But I remember beating it before those challenge tasks, before they made it easier to get materials and soldiers and grind in this game. I get why they get rid of. Well, I understand why they got rid of it. Actually, we're gonna keep him down forever.
Talk.
Boss, you don't understand what he said? I guess that makes sense. It looks like that horn stuck in your head has impacted the language center of your brain. If only we had a recruit with the Russian interpreter skill, we could get by with simultaneous interpretation.
Yeah, one of your first clues that things are not quite what they seem. Big Boss can speak fluent Russian. You learn that in MGS3. You know, so Sokolov tells Snake, may I say, like, your Russian is superb. Where did you learn to speak it? You know, from my mentor. Big Boss should know. So he's like, oh, I guess that, you know, piece of shrapnel must have impacted the language part of your brain. That's why you don't understand Russian anymore.
You're almost at the enemy outpost, Vialo Village. The village is crawling with enemy soldiers.
Extraction
Don't just go waltzing
arrived
in.
at Mother Base.
Start with some recon. Is there anywhere that overlooks the village?
Yes. Why, yes, there is. Hey, buddy. One of the best horse companions in any video game. I love D-Horse.
It's up to you whether to slip by enemies or take them down. Just remember that any situation can change fast. Familiarize yourself with your weapons and items while you can. Look at where the enemies are stationed. Look at their gear. Take it all in. There should be a command post somewhere. See any buildings with tighter security? If there are clues to Miller's whereabouts, I'll bet you can find them in there.
We'll find them, don't you worry.
It's the Soviet flag, the hammer and sickle, the workers and the peasants. Just a hollow symbol in a place like this. No DRA forces around. The Soviets must want to keep that area under direct control.
How's everybody enjoying their Labor Day weekend?
It's the Soviet flag, the hammer and sickle, the workers and the peasants. Just a hollow symbol in a place like this.
Well, I can't see any guards from this angle. They're all covered by a building or two. There's a guard right there. Gotta grab all resources now. Now, where did he go? He disappeared on me. Can't see anyone.
Not a civilian in sight. The Soviets have taken complete control of the place. A Soviet soldier of the 40th Army. A parabolic antenna. The Soviets must have added that themselves. Meaning there's communications equipment inside. A parabolic antenna. There could be intel files of some kind.
Been playing Borderlands 3 all day. Very nice.
A parabolic antenna. The Soviets must have added that themselves. Meaning there's communications equipment inside. A parabolic antenna.
Okay, that's not what I'm looking
intel
at.
Files of some kind in there.
We're just gonna go ahead and get moving.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Don't you fucking worry about it. Oh, I'm coming.
Я не хочу умирать! Я не хочу умирать!
Yeah, you're down, buddy. You're down for the rest of this mission, too. We're gonna take out the whole base. Don't have to, but we're going to.
No DRA forces around. The Soviets must want to keep that area under direct control.
Doing alright, sorry for the late response. Was upstairs cleaning up the rest of your pizza. Understandable, bud. Understandable. We have had a great... Emily and I have had a wonderful weekend. Saw a musical, saw Hairspray, had a great dinner out together. Last night we started watching season 1 of True Detective again. All right. I can't understand anything they're gonna say.
Знаешь, что я только что услышал? Даже не должны быть в этом вонючем месте. Изначально с этими бояками должны были разобраться силы ДРА. В определенный момент их боевой дух падает ниже плинтуса, и они дезертируют.
Mm-hmm.
Нет, не делай этого!
We're gonna make it. We're taking it slow and methodical. Taking out this base. I'm a fucking snake. No one sees me coming.
Подожди, не стреляй!
And this game's rules, they're done. They're incapacitated till forever. Till someone finds them. Love that song. Love the detail. God, I'll never forget first playing this. Wish my life would have been a little bit different when it was happening. But it was still amazing nonetheless. Oh, hello. Alright, I'll take care of you soon. Ah, there's that guy I need to take care of too. It's right over there. We're capturing this whole base.
Hey, that's...
Here we go.
So you picked up an
Intel
intel file.
extraction
Yes, I
arrived
did.
at
Miller is.
Motorbase.
I'm marking it on your iDroid.
The map has been updated.
Нет, не делай этого!
I'm taking care of you peasants. Don't see anybody right now. I'm going slow and methodical. I know how to buck and bust through this level. Like, the cheapest ways in cheesing this game 10 times over. Like, We'll get this guy to die. Watch this. I'll get him to kill himself. Because he's gonna put his face in water. Watch, he's gonna fucking die. Watch this. It's stupid and it doesn't count as a kill. Watch. We're gonna sit here and watch him die. He is now dead. Dead man. I could do that to all of them. And that counts as non-lethal. But instead, I'm just gonna hide him and I'm gonna put him in a dumpster.
A dumpster? Looks big enough to hide somebody. You could stash a downed enemy in there or hide in it yourself. Just don't stand too close to me afterward.
If you stand into him too long, flies will fly around you because you stink so bad in the game. And it'll actually distract enemies if you have flies around you. God, such snappy controls. It's never been better.
Outpost captured.
Get down.
Bitch. I said get down. That, ladies and gentlemen, is a captured outpost. Don't have to do it, but I said we're gonna do it. Hey, buddy. So we're gonna hit up here. Oh, they fucking saw me? He's gonna be out cold. Got him. I couldn't see them. There's soldiers on a stroll. That's okay though. Doc, listening for your mount alerts enemies. No, it does not. It does not, Kurtz.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
It's an enemy guard post. Watch yourself. A Soviet soldier of the 40th Army.
Got anybody else around? I don't see anyone. That's a pretty small outpost. They're about to have a conversation.
Эй, ты слыхал? Белый крокодил, который летел из Баграма.
Where? I've gotten caught twice now. I'm not gonna get an S rank on this one, but that's okay.
Guard post captured.
I didn't see that other guy over there. I should have accounted for him, but I didn't.
Extraction arrived.
Yeah, we can come through right here. Here we go.
You've reached one day. They've got Miller locked up in that town. Check your eyes, Roy, for his location. I hope to hell he's all right. He's not your average client.
Can't see anybody else. Anybody else on a searchlight? Not gonna let me mark you, huh? That's some crap. No, I'm looking right at you. Okay, he's about to speak to somebody. Not gonna follow him for a conversation? I guess not. Okay, it's a new guy. I do want to hit that up.
Marker placed.
Alright, let's get going. We're gonna sneak from the right this time. I always go to the left.
That's tarragon, a type of medicinal plant. It contains trace amounts of a benzodiazepine derivative that's the active ingredient in pentazemin.
Alright, he's checking, huh? I do want you to check. It gets you distracted. Midnight. bet that hurt.
Hands up.
And after this mission, we'll call the stream.
Знаешь о недавнем рейсе?
Да, на Россию. Но внук.
Пришла открытка от друга. Пролетел тебе. Что? Отправил ее еще до вылета. Она только пришла.
Точно. Еще до катастрофы.
Is that a truck that's going by? It is. Oh no, that's just a guy walking far away.
Самолет загорелся в воздухе. Кто не мог выжить после такого? Не жаль. Пока.
Пока.
Yeah. Don't check on it again. See what happens. You see what happens, Larry? Okay, guards stand over there. Got nobody on this side showing, but I know that's not true. You're out. I don't hear anyone else. Okay, silencer.
Your suppressor's no longer effective. Bear in mind your weapon will be loud from now on.
Я не хочу умирать!
Got plenty of ammo, I just don't have a silencer anymore. Don't worry, I got you. We're going somewhere safe. Where it's warm and dreams come true.
Нет, не делай этого!
That's the building, boss. That's where they're holding Miller.
I'll be taking that. It's our boy.
Hiding on horseback.
It's crazy,
allows you
there's nothing to
stay
say
out of
about
sight
him when you're
even
looking
while
at
on the
him.
move. It's effective for avoiding enemy guard posts and long-range reconnaissance patrols.
Here we go.
God. No more use for me, huh? Guys, it's me. I'm here to get you out. Snake. They do something to your eyes? No, it's just bright as all. took you so long? We'll talk.
I was waiting for the 10-year anniversary. I'm sorry, Cause. That's what took me so long.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
You've secured the target. I'll send the chopper to get you out. Make your way to the RV. You can check the location on your iDroid.
Mission info has been updated.
You look well. Age hasn't slowed you down one bit. Not so heavy anymore, right? Magic words, boss. I've been waiting 9 years to hear them. Kept you waiting, huh? Come on. Say it for old time's sake.
Kept you waiting, huh?
It's really you, Snake. All these years without you. I knew this day would come.
God, this music. Okay, no, he's not here now.
This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ.
The mist.
This is B-Quad. On station at LZ.
Support helicopter has arrived.
That's Miller. You can't just leave him there.
I'm coming. Here we go.
Ahab, do you read me? This is B-Quad. There's a gas covering the LZ. We can't land. Pulling back.
Gas. It's them. Boss, watch out. It's the skulls. Don't let them find us.
Boss, whatever that mist is, it's all around you. We can't see through it. I'm changing the RV so it's outside the mist. Get over there. The chopper will be waiting. That's Miller. You
Come
can't
on.
just leave him
We're
there.
leaving him there. This way, boys. This way. This way. Yes. This way. Correct. Come on. Keep coming. For this trick to work. Come on. No, no. This way. This way. No, don't go around. Don't do it. He's doing it. Fine, come this way. Come this way. Are they broken? Can that one get going, or is it just gonna keep running into the fucking... He's stuck. He's fucking stuck. There you go. Yes. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna win. And I'm gonna get that fucking mission task. Come on. Give me cause. Ha! Gotcha.
This is Pequod. Arriving shortly at LZ.
Didn't catch me. A little hack you can do in this game. It's not realistic, but who gives a shit?
This is Pequod.
D-Horse.
Arrived at LZ.
D-Horse teleports to where you are, no matter what.
Has arrived.
Wherever D-Horse is at on the map, if you whistle, they teleport to you. And you can use that to your advantage to kind of teleport people that you have to extract in a mission. You gotta get someone out of there, but there's a lot of resistance. You can just, instead of having to carry them, you can have your full movement as a character, and then sneak what you need to sneak through, and then call on your D-Horse, and then you no longer have to sneak the person you're trying to extract out of the building or out of the outpost. They just teleport to you. Granted that the enemy doesn't find D-Horse with, the prisoner or
And it looks like they're gone.
soldier you're trying to extract.
Those things. That's the unit that attacked us before. They came at us real fast in the same kind of mist. Ah, man. Survivors from 9 years ago were wiped out in minutes. I don't know what they want, but it's them. No mistake.
Let's do it.
All right.
Mission
Put Miller in.
has been updated.
Let's go.
Gaining altitude.
Buddy departing area of operations. Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Yeah, it's gonna be an A because I got caught twice. Because I got caught twice.
We're headed for the Seychelles. That's where our new home is now. Hey. That was some operation we had, huh? 9 years ago. Carving out our own world. Making our own future. And they took it away. I'm gonna rebuild it. Make a new place. Together.
Camera's going
That we
wonky.
can call home.
You've probably heard this dialogue coming up, Kurt's in a
we were
meme
dogs, all right.
after a certain
Slinking
cutscene.
around out of Cypher's sight. Digging up whatever kind of dirty money we could find. You name it. We did it. You see this? Diamond Dogs. Our new home. A phantom of our former selves. Triumph. Death. We weren't allowed either. Yeah. I remember it all.
After this cutscene, he'll say it. It's in a ton of memes. People that don't even know what Metal Gear is have heard what his dialogue that comes after this cutscene. This flashback.
Played us like a damn fiddle!
Help me, Snake. Chico.
It all ends soon, exactly as I've planned.
Give my regards to your boss when you get home.
Snake.
Here it is.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer? Every night, I can feel my leg, and my arm, even my fingers. The body I've lost, the comrades I've lost, won't stop hurting. It's like they're all still there. You feel it too, don't you? I'm the one who got caught up with Cypher. A group above nations, even the US. And I was the parasite below, feeding off Zero's power. They came after you in Cyprus. Then Afghanistan. Cypher just keeps growing. Swallowing everything in its path. Getting bigger and bigger. Who knows how big now? Boss. I'm gonna make them give back our past. Take back everything that we've lost. And I won't rest until we do.
Approaching Mother Base.
Now kiss. Exactly.
I don't know how long it'll take.
Now kiss.
But I'll make it bigger. Better than before.
Gosh. What should I do?
Boss?
Tell me. Tell me like you used to.
Things have changed, boss. We pull in money, recruits, just to combat Cypher. Rubbing our noses in bloody battlefield dirt. All for revenge. The world calls for wet work, and we answer. No greater good. No just cause.
Cause.
Cypher sent us to hell. But we're going even deeper.
I know. I'm already a demon. Heaven's not my kind of place anyway.
Dogs of war for 9 whole years. That ends today. Now you're not sleeping, and we're not junkyard hounds. We're diamond dogs. Let them talk. We can crush Cypher, boss. And you can build the army that can do it.
Just one thing, Kaz. This isn't about the past. We're fighting for the future.
All right. As much as I want to continue, I have the rest of my day with my wife I gotta have. I just wanted to celebrate with the opening the intro, and then the opening mission, which is just a very solid, 2 hours of game, 2 to 2.5 hours of an intro. We're gonna learn some more mechanics here that they force you to go. This is like a forced tutorial. And then the game just completely opens up after that. It's just you do side ops, you can do 3 more missions, listen to tapes. It's all up to you. So definitely going to continue playing this soon, just because it's a new save and it's the 10-year anniversary. And I care more about playing this than I actually do about playing Delta. So that should tell you all you need to know. I am going to peace out of here. Thank you everybody for hanging out. Sucks that the work week starts for everybody tomorrow, but I'm glad everybody had a 3 to 4 day weekend. Peace be with y'all. Thank you so much and have a great night.